This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV. We're here at the International Workboat Show, and we're very pleased to be joined by Hui Huang of ABS. And we're going to be talking about the reactivation of the offshore service fleet. And first and foremost, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the introduction. My name is Hui Huang, and I'm the Director of Global Offshore OSV Market Sector Lead. In my current role, I hold the global responsibility for strategic planning and provide insights to the market direction and drive our program to meet the client's needs.
Obviously, over the last few years, the offshore energy market has endured a historic and a pronounced slump. When you look at the offshore energy market today, what do you see?
Okay, during the industry downturn, many vessels have been laid up in various locations and in various conditions. The offshore market remains challenging in the near term. We see the owner consolidation, oversupply of the market, low day rates. Specifically for the OSV market, the challenge is the unbalanced demand and supply, which results in the low day rate and the low utilization.
Okay.
In addition to that, the vessels have to meet the ever increasing environmental regulation. So some owners have taken a step forward by leveraging the new technology, digital technology for the data-driven decision-making, adopting innovative technology of the hybrid energy storage or LNG as fuel to increase the efficiency, reduce fuel consumption, and the emission.
Obviously, the market has been down. As you noted, there's consolidation. There's an increased use of digitization. But as fleets of offshore service vessels have been laid up, as a vessel owner, what should I be thinking about in terms of reactivation today?
Okay, the good news is right now we see the positive sign of slight increase of the demand. Since mid-2017, according to the Clarkson's research, more than 700 OSV have been reactivated.
Okay.
And the reactivation has skewed to the younger vessel. So at ABS, we see this very similar trend. Year to date, I look at our class OSV data, 72% of the vessel which has been reactivated are 10 years younger.
Okay.
And in addition, 15% aged between 10 to 15 years. This leaves only 6% more than 20 years old.
Okay. So they're in a nutshell, they're bringing back the younger, more technically advanced fleet.
Correct. So to anticipate the market rebound, it's time for owner to consider and develop a reactivation plan to bring the fleet back in service. So effective planning and preparation could improve the reactivation effort.
Now, there are different ways in which vessels are stacked. There's warm stack and there's cold stack. Can you just discuss briefly the difference between warm and cold stacking vessels and what it means for the reactivization?
Most importantly, the layup plan would drive the reactivation.
Okay.
So warm stack or cold stack will drive the extent of the reactivation. The reactivation procedure should be based on the layup plan and also include the recommission to bring back to the original condition or even better.
Yeah.
So for the vessel cold stack, the machinery needs to be reactivated, recommissioned. And for the warm stack, the vessel, the system have been laid up, needed to be recommissioned.
So obviously, many owners have been in this position before, but there are some owners that haven't. So for the vessel owner who has never been in the position of having to reactivate their fleet, what's some basic advice that you might give?
So it's better to have a systematic approach to the reactivation process. So the firstly, there will be questions to be asked even before the reactivation. Has the vessel laid up with an approved plan? And has the plan been followed? An annual survey has been carried out? And before reactivate, have I contacted class society, flag administration, or OEM and make agreement on the scope of work for the reactivation? And in addition, it's time to consider, do I only bring the vessel back to the original condition, or should I take this opportunity to reactivate and upgrade the system to the latest the requirement, and also from owner perspective to improve the efficiency?
It's a lot of things change in 3 or 4 years, that's for sure. What are some of the common challenges and risks with bringing fleets of vessels back to life?
Okay, based on our experience, the most common challenge would be in 3 or 4 categories. One is the technical knowledge, and the second is the people resources. The third one would be the regulatory requirement, as I repeat. And the last one would be to understand the financial risk. So ownership would ask them questions. Do I know the full cost of the reactivation? And would these costs be recovered by the tender? And again, what if I don't win the contract? Do I have a plan? Do I put the vessel back to the layup, or do I send the vessel to scrapping? So different options.
Obviously, with the industry going through the slump, the vessels have shut down, but also a lot of these companies might have lost valuable people. They might have lost some valuable technical staff that would be instrumental in helping to bring the fleets back to a service condition. What is the role in class in helping owners on the technical side?
Great question. That's our comfort zone for the technical question. ABS play an important role in terms of reactivation. We support owners developing plan and identify steps to be taken to reactivate and bring the vessel back to the class. So talking about technically, the main challenge would be complex system like DP, the control system, power management system. These are the main challenges. And structure side, hull corrosion, and the less visible challenge would be compatibility of the outdated software or cyber security. So based on our experience, we developed and released a guide for layup and reactivation of offshore support vessel, and another guide for module. To basically guide the owner through the layup process and outline the requirement for the reactivation. So ABS offers a range of the service from the basic reactivation survey, minimum class requirement, to comprehensive solutions. So our comprehensive solution is a three-staged approach to help owner prepare the reactivation. So the first step is collect the data and review the condition, basically to understand the full condition of the vessel or the fleet, know where we are. Important factor would be how you lay up, time in lay up. How do you preserve your vessel during the layup? So the next stage would develop the time and the cost needed for the reactivation. So start with evaluate the readiness. What step to be taken and the extent of work in order to reactivate the vessel, what to do, and the cost and time associated with that.
Time and cost are very important.
Yes. So the last step is ready to reactivate. So have all work packages ready and have all stakeholder contacted. Then you go to the reactivation process. We have deep knowledge of the asset, and we have understanding of the regulation, and we have a good network of all industry players in the supply chain. So our reactivation program can help the owner, assist the owner develop a solution to reactivate smartly, timely, on budget. And we provide the guidance through the whole process to reactivate and renew their class.
This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV.